Start on our backs, bending the knees. And you can allow the hands to rest on the abdomen. And just take some nice deep breaths. Just allowing yourself to settle and feel the contact that you have with the mat and the floor and the earth underneath you. And just notice the quality of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Notice how you feel. And then allow your breath to deepen as it gently rises in your abdomen. And then you lift it through the center of your body all the way to the top of your lungs. Surrendering it completely from the top of your lungs, the center of your body, as you slowly begin to engage your abdomen and lift in the pelvic floor, completely expressing the exhale. Getting in contact with that full, complete breath. And just taking a moment to remind yourself to be gentle and compassionate with your body throughout the practice today and throughout your life in general. Good. We're going to inhale and we're going to reach the arms way up overhead, lengthening through the fingertips, stretching. Exhale, releasing the arms alongside the body. We're going to inhale and lengthen, reaching through the fingertips. And exhale, release the arms alongside the body. We're going to straighten the legs out. We're going to inhale and reach again, this time really stretching through the feet as well. Exhale, release. We're going to inhale one leg up towards the ceiling, pressing it. Exhale, release. Inhale the other leg up. Exhale, release. Once more on each side. Inhaling it up. Exhale, release. Once more on the last side. Exhale, release. Good. We're going to reach one leg way off the side of the mat and cross the other ankle over it, really trying to keep your hips planted on the floor. And then we're going to pull the opposite wrist with the hand. Can you see me? So pulling as if you're a crescent moon. And then we're going to inhale and soften a little bit. As we exhale, really press, reaching through the feet, reaching through the fingertips. And then inhale, release a little bit. And then once more, exhale, stretch. Good. Let's inhale the feet back through the center. Then we'll reach the other leg way off the edge of the mat. Cross the ankle over. Keeping the hips planted on the floor. We'll grab that wrist. Pulling in a crescent shape in the other direction. Softening on the inhale. Lengthening on the exhale. Softening on the inhale. Reaching on the exhale. Once more. Good. And exhaling, extend and reach. Let's inhale. We're going to bring the knees in towards the chest, and we're just going to roll the knees a little bit like we often do, kind of giving the low back a little bit of a massage, going in one direction, and then the other. And then we're going to hold one knee in towards the chest, release the other knee out to the side, and do those nice broad circles. So inhaling up and exhaling, release. Following your breath. Going as slow or as fast as you find necessary for your body. Changing direction about 3 times in each direction. Good. And then we'll be switching sides, so holding the other leg, knee in towards the chest, and releasing the knee out to the side. Notice if there's any difference in the sides. You need to go a little slower, faster, honor your body. And after you've gone about 3 times in one direction, go about 3 times in the other. Good. And then we're gonna inhale and roll all the way up to sitting and then forward. So our hands come directly underneath our shoulders and our knees directly underneath our hips. We'll exhale and press into the hands and the knees, arching through the back like a cat. Inhale, softening in the hips, opening the heart, looking towards the ceiling. So finding that ujjayi or audible breath. Engaging the bandhas, especially on the exhale. Once more in each direction. And we're going to pause in the center. And then we're going to walk the hands way over to the edge of the mat, and then reach the hips towards the opposite heel, creating space, the whole length of the body from the fingertips, through the hips. Breathing into that line. Still lifting in the pelvic floor, bringing the belly button in towards the spine on the exhale. Inhale and come back up through the center. Exhale, walking all the way to the other side. And then releasing those hips back towards the opposite heel. Breathing a lot. Noticing how you feel. One more nice deep breath. Good, let's inhale and come up. We'll come back to the center, planting the hands, actively spreading through the fingers. We're going to engage the abdomen a lot, studying the line from the crown of the head to the base of the spine, really, really engaging, supporting the back. We're going to lift the left hand up towards the ceiling, thumb towards the ceiling, left hand straight out from the shoulder, and then you're going to reach that opposite leg back, lengthening. Imagine somebody is simultaneously pulling you from your ankle and your wrist as you reach, still engaging, bringing the belly button in towards the spine, lifting the pelvic floor. Let's roll the ankle a couple times in one direction, roll it in the other direction, point and flex a couple times, and then release back to all fours. Engaging the abdomen, trying to keep those hips parallel. We'll bring the right hand up, left hand back. Relax the shoulder away from the ear, reaching through the sole of the foot and the fingertips. Breathing a lot. And you could roll the ankle a couple times in one direction if you want. And the other. Point and flex a couple times. And release. Let's curl the toes. Take a nice full breath in. As we exhale, we're going to bring our hips up towards the ceiling, coming into downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width apart, actively spreading through those fingers as we walk the feet. Opening the soles of the feet. You could kind of rock on the feet if you'd like. You could lift the toes and work the heels towards the floor. Good, and then when you find that you're a little bit more open and awake, just pausing, releasing the chin towards the collarbone, taking nice deep breaths. One more nice deep breath. Good. We're going to widen the feet, probably a little wider than the mat, and then we're just going to gently walk the hands back towards the feet and grab onto the elbows and just hang out for a moment, breathing a lot. Noticing how you feel. Softening the knees slowly, stacking the spine one vertebrae at a time, coming to standing. Good. Let me see if I can get this music playing real quick. I don't know if it's helpful to you guys, but it's nice. Oh. That's not what we're going to listen to. There we go. Alrighty. So let's do some sun salutations. So we're going to come to the top of our mat. Bring the big toes together, the heels slightly apart so the edges of the feet are parallel to each other. And we'll shift a little bit to the toes, sink back towards the heels, and then side to side, feeling ourselves settle evenly on all four corners of the feet. Roll the shoulders back and down, reaching through the crown of the head. Strong breathing here. Let's bring our hands in prayer fashion and look at the fingertips. There's one more nice deep breath here. You can practice that Ujjayi breath if you'd like. Releasing the arms alongside the body. Let's inhale and draw the hands together, looking at the thumbs. Exhale, surrender forward, relax, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, flatten the back. Exhale, plant your hands under the shoulders as you step back. To Chaturanga, yoga push-up. Remember your option, you could go into upward dog or cobra here. Engage the abdomen to lift your hips. Downward facing dog, strong, deep breathing. Nice, strong breaths. One more deep breath. On an inhale, looking up towards the top of the mat, jump, step, or walk forward. Exhale, release. Inhaling, coming all the way up, gathering the breath. Exhaling, Samastiti. Good, and again. Inhale, draw the breath in. Exhale, bring that belly button in to fold you forward. Inhale, look up, flatten the back. Exhale, step back. Remembering your options here, coming through push-up or onto the belly. Inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, lifting the hips, making your way to downward facing dog, strong breaths. Notice how you feel, making sure your fingertips are facing forward, actively pressing into the index finger and thumb as you release the shoulders away from the ears. One more deep breath. On an inhale, looking up towards the top of the mat. Jump, step, or walk forward. Exhale and fold, relax. Inhaling all the way up, gathering the breath. Exhaling, Samastiti. Release the arms alongside the body. Once more. Inhale, gather the breath. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, look up. Remember, you could go as fast or slow as you need to. You could add a push-up if you want. Upward dog or cobra on the inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. Deep breathing. Drawing the belly button in on the exhale. One more deep breath. And inhale, looking up towards the top of the mat. Jump, step, or walk forward. Exhale and fold, relax. Inhaling all the way up, gathering the breath. Exhaling, Samastiti. Good. We're gonna sink nice and low in the chair pose, Utkatasana. Pressing actively into the feet. I always touch the edges of my feet to make sure I'm nice and low. You can also kind of wrap your arms around your thighs and sink. We're gonna just come halfway up, reaching through the fingertips, reaching to the sides of the body. Breathing a lot. Let's inhale all the way up. Nice deep breathing, sinking low into the hips. Inhale, straighten the legs and release. We're gonna do that once more. We're gonna sink nice and low, touch the edges of the feet, bending the knees a lot. Get wrapped around the thighs, coming halfway. Breathing. Inhale, coming up. Straightening, exhale, release. Okay, let's inhale the feet, hip width apart, so the edges of the feet are parallel to each other. Bringing the hands to the waist. Exhaling completely here. As you inhale, draw the breath in. Exhale, draw the belly in as you fold forward, grabbing the big toes. With the first two fingers and thumb, surrendering, Padangustasana, deep breaths, wrists facing each other, elbows reaching out. Notice how you feel. One more strong breath here. Inhale, come halfway up. As we exhale, you could come back into the same posture, or you could bring the palms of the hands under the soles of the feet. Padahastasana, nice deep breathing here. Noticing how you feel. On an inhale, looking forward, we'll exhale the hands back to the waist. Engage your abdomen a lot to protect your back as you inhale the rest of the way up. Opening the chest, lean back. Exhale, look forward. Good. We're going to come back to the top of the mat. And again, we're going to sink nice and low in that Utkatasana. Pausing here, take a nice deep breath. As you inhale, let's straighten the legs. Exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, looking up towards the horizon, flat back. Exhale, planting your hands as you step back from Chaturanga or any modification. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Draw that belly in, exhaling, downward facing dog. We're going to turn the left foot at an angle We're gonna reach that right leg up. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, draw the knee in as you step it forward, coming all the way up. Inhaling. On an exhale, we're gonna come all the way down. Left hand under the shoulder, right hand replaces the foot. Inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward dog. We'll turn that right foot at a slight angle, reach the leg up. Take a full inhale, and as you exhale, draw the knee in and step it forward. Inhaling up. Exhaling, surrendering down, right hand under the shoulder, left hand replaces the foot. Upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Nice deep breathing. Inhaling up on the toes. Exhale, reach through the heels. Inhaling up on the toes. Exhale, reach. Once more. Good. We're going to reach the right leg way up again. Take a nice deep breath. As you exhale, draw that knee in towards the chest and step it forward. Turn the back foot at an angle. And we're going to come all the way up into Warrior One with the right foot in front. Sinking the hips towards the floor. On the exhale, opening the heart on the inhale. Breathe a lot. One more nice deep breath. We're going to inhale and open the arms and the hips. You might have to adjust the feet a little bit. Your front foot, if there was a line from the heel, it would meet the middle of the back foot. Reaching through the arms, making sure that front knee doesn't roll forward or backward, but over the toes or towards the toes. Lengthening through the arms. Breathing the entire length of the spine. Notice how you feel. Good. We're going to slide down, releasing the elbow to the knee, the left hand up and over. An intense side angle stretch. Breathing a lot. Still sinking towards the floor on the exhale. Lengthening on the inhale. One more nice deep breath. Good, let's inhale and come up. We're going to drop that back hand to the thigh. Reach the opposite fingers towards the crease of the room. Reverse warrior. From here, we're going to straighten that front leg. Toe heel that back foot in a little bit and set ourselves up for Trikonasana, or triangle pose. Hips are open, shoulders open, inhaling. Exhaling, coming down over that extended leg. Either looking at the foot or up towards the extended hand. Relax that right shoulder as you reach and extend through the left hand. Feeling the feet. Allowing your legs to be a foundation for the body. Nice strong breathing. One more deep breath. Soften in the knee. You're going to inhale and come all the way up. And we're just going to pivot on the heels, turning that left thigh out, making our way into Virabhadrasana or Warrior Two on the other side. Lengthening through the arms, looking over that extended left hand now. Sinking towards the floor on the exhale, opening the heart on the inhale. Breathing the entire length of the spine. Good. Let's drop the elbow to the knee. That right hand is going to come up and over now. That intense side angle stretch on the opposite side. Really reaching. Imagine these ribs are opening up towards the ceiling. You could look towards the extended hand if you'd like. One more nice deep breath. Inhaling, coming up. We're going to drop that back hand to the thigh and reach the opposite fingertips towards the crease of the room. Breathing a lot. One more deep breath. Good. Inhaling, coming up. We'll toe heel the back foot towards the front a little bit, setting ourselves up for Trikonasana. On the other side, when you're ready, we'll exhale and come down over that extended left leg now, either looking down at the toes or up towards that extended hand, remembering that foundation, trusting your legs, breathing a lot. Noticing how you feel. One more full breath. Soften in the knee. We're going to inhale and come up, and exhale. If you have to adjust your feet a little bit to get comfortable, making your way into warrior one with that left leg leading. Nice strong breathing as we exhale, sinking towards the floor with the hips. As you inhale, opening the heart. Breathing a lot. More deep breath. Let's exhale and come all the way down. Right hand under the shoulder. Left hand replaces the foot as we move to Chaturanga yoga push-up. Inhaling upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Strong breathing. Noticing how you feel. On an inhale, we're going to look up towards the top of the mat, jump step or walk forward. Exhale and fold into Uttanasana, and then we're going to bend the knees a lot, squeeze the thighs together. Inhaling up into Utkatasana, chair pose. Remember your options with your hands. Breathing. And let's inhale. Come up, exhale, release the hands. Good. We're going to shift the weight to one foot, and it helps to find a spot on the floor to really lock your eyes. And we're going to balance a little bit, finding Vrksasana or tree pose. So you can bring the foot to the ankle or up to the inner thigh. If you need a wall or the back of a chair or something for balance, allow yourself to do that. We'll pause here and breathe a lot. And if you feel sturdy and you want to reach the arms up like branches, you could do that as well. And then let's exhale and release. We'll shift the weight to the other foot. Really engaging that leg again, finding a spot on the floor to lock your eyes. And you could bring the sole of the foot to the ankle or all the way up to the inner thigh, as long as it's above or below the knee, so you're not putting any direct side pressure on the knee. Breathing a lot. Noticing the difference in your sides, if there is any. Nice deep breaths. If you want, you could reach your branches up towards the ceiling. Nice deep breaths. One more. And then release. And slowly make our way back to the floor. Inhale and gather the breath, lengthening. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back. Yoga push up. Upward dog, inhaling. Downward dog, exhaling. And before we go all the way to the floor, let's open the legs. Nice and wide from here. And looking at the feet, making sure the edges of the feet are parallel to each other. So if you had skis on, they would be going straight. And then we're slowly gonna walk the hands back towards the legs and grab onto the elbows. Hang out here for a moment. Breathing a lot. Notice where the resistance is in the legs and using your breath to create space. One more deep breath. We're going to inhale and we're going to come back, walking the hands back into the downward facing dog position and reaching through the hips, pressing into the hands actively as you reach the hips towards the ceiling, really pressing into the feet as well. Nice deep breaths. Good. And then we're going to do a little experiment. We're going to turn the feet out. And then we're slowly going to walk the hands back. And you might have to adjust the feet and see if you can sink into the hips, nice and low. Into a deep squat. Pausing here for a moment. If you feel sturdy, like you could balance here and lift the hands up off the floor, coming into a very deep squat. Nice deep breaths. Noticing how you feel. Pressing the elbows into the legs. And then slowly, we're going to make our way onto the floor. Reaching the legs straight out in front of us. Finding the sit bones. Reaching through the soles of the feet. You're going to inhale and lengthen. Reaching through the fingertips. As you exhale, fold forward as much as it feels good. Your belly comes first, your chest, and possibly your chin eventually. We're going to grab those big toes if that feels accessible and good for your body. Nice deep breathing. With each inhale, you reach through the crown of the head. With each exhale, you surrender into the posture. Allowing the breath to be the catalyst for the movement. Honoring your breath. Inhaling, coming up. We're going to bring the fingertips behind us, facing the hips, fingers facing the hips, feet hip width apart, toes forward. Let's lift the hips up off the floor, breathing the front of the body. If you prefer to do it with straight legs to make it more intense, you can do that as well. Nice deep breathing. And release. So we'll bring the right leg up. And let's just massage a little bit, kind of being gentle with the process. You can massage around the kneecap sole a little. And even into the hamstrings if you want, kind of squeezing the thighs a little. And then when you're ready, bringing the sole of that foot to the opposite thigh. And we'll inhale and lengthen. As we exhale, fold forward into Janusasana. Nice deep breaths. Reaching through the crown of the head on the inhale, softening on the exhale. Noticing how you feel. One more nice deep breath. Janusirsasana. As you inhale, come up. We're going to take that leg and we're going to bring the sole of the foot to the floor, grabbing the calf muscle and rolling it out. And this might be enough of a stretch, just lengthening, feeling the sit bones, reaching through the crown of the head. If you'd like, you could inhale and reach, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. This is that one with the long name, Triangle Mukha Kapara Paschimottanasana. Nice, strong, deep breathing. You have to keep your hand on either side to keep your hips planted, and allow yourself to do that as well. Just finding that spot where you can relax what you can, really focus on that internal environment and those bandhas. One more deep breath. Good. Let's inhale and come up. We're going to bring the sole of that foot to the floor, about a hand's width of space between that foot and the opposite thigh. And we're going to wrap that knee, making our way into a twist, and still remembering that front foot as if it's reaching to the opposite wall. It also helps to have your hand close to the trunk of the body. As you inhale, you lengthen and reach. And as you exhale, you surrender into the twist, bringing the body out of toxins. Breathing a lot, noticing how you feel. One more breath. Good, let's inhale and look forward. We're going to bring that shoulder in front of the knee, so the right knee is up and the right shoulder comes forward. And you could either have a hand on either side of the legs, or you could really tuck that knee in towards the armpit so you could reach around and grab the opposite hand, or you could use a yoga strap or some sort of modification of that. Nice deep breathing here. Noticing how you feel. Breathing a lot. One more strong breath. And release. We're going to grab this front right foot with both hands, looking up towards the ceiling, and you're going to reach that leg forward, breathing. And then we're going to release it across that front thigh and then hug the knee in towards the opposite armpit. So you should really feel that in the lateral side of your leg. And you can twist if you'd like. You don't have to. Just listen to your body, breathing where you are. One more nice deep breath. We're going to release and unwind. Just bend that right leg again, and then we're going to just bend the left leg behind us and just come forward over that front right leg and just soften into the hips a little bit, opening a little bit more as you inhale, reaching through the crown of the head. As you exhale, soften and surrender. One more strong breath. And inhale and come up. So we have that front right leg bent. And then we're going to wrap that back leg all the way around. And you could either keep the foot on the floor if it's too much in the hips, if it's uncomfortable. If it is comfortable, and you could stack the knees on top of each other, coming into that cow facing pose, and reaching up through the crown of the head, feeling those hips actively planted into the floor. Nice deep breathing. Notice how you feel. Good. For this last breath, if you want, so the left leg is on the top. So it's going to be the right hand. So the opposite arm comes up, and then you could work on grabbing the fingertips. Nice deep breathing, whatever position you are. And after a couple breaths, you'll slowly release. And release those legs. Bringing the left leg up. You can kind of work on the muscles a little bit. Squeeze the hamstrings. Kind of do what you feel like your body needs. I often feel tension in my legs, so spend as much time as you need to. And then when you're ready, bringing the sole of that foot to the opposite thigh, reaching through the front foot. We'll inhale and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Janusirsasana. With each inhale, you feel that reach through the crown of the head. And with each exhale, you soften into the posture. Using your breath to create the pathway. Softening resistance. One more nice deep breath. As you inhale, come up nice and slow. We'll bring the top of that foot to the floor. I think it helps to grab the calf muscle and roll it out. Still finding those sit bones, reaching through the crown of the head. And if you feel comfortable and safe to come forward and it feels accessible for you today, and coming forward into Triangle Mukha Kapata Paschimottanasana on the other side. This deep breathing. Noticing how you feel. Good. Let's inhale and come up. We'll release that leg and leave about a hand's width of space between the foot and that opposite thigh. And we're going to wrap that thigh or that knee with the opposite arm, making our way into a twist, still remembering the front foot, reaching through the front foot. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, surrender into the twist, bringing the body out. Nice deep breathing. Notice how you feel. One more full breath. Good. Let's inhale and look forward. We're going to grab that foot. Did we come forward? Actually, no, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to come forward and remember the option here. So if you have a yoga strap, it's a good spot to use it. Otherwise, we're going to bring that shoulder in front and really tuck the knee in towards the armpit and reach around. Nice deep breathing. Noticing how you feel. Breathing a lot. It helps to look directly in front of you or towards the tip of the nose. One more nice strong breath. Good. And release. Let's grab this front foot and we're going to reach it in front of us, lengthening through the leg, looking up towards the ceiling. Take a full breath here. Complete exhale. And then we're going to release that leg across that front thigh and hug the knee in towards the opposite armpit. And again, this might be enough of a stretch on the lateral side of the leg. So you could pause here if that's the case. If you want to twist a little bit and use your hand as leverage, you can do that as well. Nice strong breathing wherever you are. One more full breath. Good. And release. We're going to just drop that left leg to the floor in front of us. And then we're going to release that right leg back, bending the knee, and then just come forward and sinking into the hips a little bit more. Breathing into that space. Noticing. Relaxing what you can. Inhaling, coming up, and then we're going to bring that back leg all the way forward and around, and you could either stack the knees or keep the feet on the floor into that front cow facing pose. Inhaling, reaching up through the crown of the head, lengthening from the hips to the top of the head. Pressing into the hips towards the floor, reaching, nice deep breathing. And if you'd like, you could bring the opposite arm up so that right foot is forward. So it should be the left hand and you're trying to reach the fingertips. As you breathe a lot. One more nice deep breath. Release. Good. We're going to release the legs and we're going to balance. And remember that this should be relatively comfortable. So if you need to shift forward or back a little bit to make it that way, then allow yourself to do that. You can support the thighs and reach through the arms in this manner, or you can reach the legs straight. Nice deep breathing. It really helps to look towards the ceiling, engage the quadricep muscles. Strong breathing. One more deep breath. Good, let's inhale and come up, reaching through the crown of the head. We're going to release the soles of the feet together. And this first time, we're going to just soften, allowing yourself to come onto the hands and rest, and just allow gravity to reach those knees in opposite directions. Taking a couple nice deep breaths. And then finding the sit bones. You could reach through the knees, lengthening through the crown of the head. And again, this might be enough, just finding that spot where you're able to find the resistance in the body and use your breath to create opportunity for change. On an exhale, if you want to come forward, you may. You could bring the chin towards the toes or up over the toes. Nice deep breathing. Noticing. Feeling where you might get caught. Using your breath to create the change. Inhaling, coming up. We're going to open the feet as if we're reading a book. Trikonasana. And you can't see the words, so we're going to release forward the forehead towards the soles of the feet. Reading a very soulful book. I know you ladies have heard this so many times. I think that's what makes it more funny to me. I don't know. Nice deep breathing. I really have to come up with something different, huh, to joke about. We're gonna inhale and reach the feet out from the body, reaching through the soles of the feet, lengthening through the crown of the head on the inhale. And then if you feel like coming forward, allowing the hands to spider forward just as much as they feel good, not forcing. Feel a lot of resistance today. So just coming down where it's accessible and breathing. You don't have to prove anything, just feel and allow and accept. And then with each inhale, you reach through the crown of the head. With each exhale, you soften a little bit wherever you are. Very slowly inhaling and coming up. And release the legs. You can kind of rub the legs a little bit, wiggle them out. And then we're gonna make our way onto the back. Nice and slowly, however it works for your body today. Good. And let's just roll the knees a couple times in both directions. And then we're going to release the arms straight out from the shoulders like the letter T and drop the knees to one side. Lift the head and look over the opposite shoulder. So coming into a supported twist. And breathing a lot. Relaxing what you can. Noticing how you feel. I love this pose. You can just really feel each area that you have in contact with the floor and just imagine that it's softening and spreading so you can just surrender completely all of your weight. Allow gravity to support you as you continue to breathe fully and completely. Good, let's inhale the knees through the center one at a time. Slowly exhaling them to the other side. And lift the head and look over the opposite shoulder. So just that supported twist on the other side. Breathe a lot. Notice how you feel. Relax what you can. One more nice deep breath here. Inhaling back to the center. We're going to engage the abdomen a lot and support the back of the head with interlaced hands. Let's reach the right foot up towards the ceiling. The left foot is like we're creating the letter L, and it's a couple inches from the floor. Take a nice full breath here. And then as you exhale, switch sides. Inhale here. Exhale and switch. Inhale here. Exhale and switch. Inhale here. Exhale, switch. Once more on each side. Inhale here. Exhale, switch. Inhale here. Exhale. Good. So let's reach the right leg way up towards the ceiling. And then we're just going to immediately cross it over the left knee. And then grab that left thigh or all the way around the shin, whatever feels best. And breathe into that hip that's opening. Notice how it feels, breathing a lot. Breathing louder than your thoughts, louder than the resistance. Good, and release. Let's bring that left foot up towards the ceiling, and then we're gonna cross the ankle over the right knee, hug the right thigh, or all the way around the shin. Whatever feels best for your body, and just breathe a lot. Notice how you feel. And release. So I'm going to show you some options for what we're going to do next. We're going to do either the bridge pose, which you're very familiar with the hands alongside the hips, and you always keep your eyes looking towards the ceiling when there's pressure on your neck. So you could lift the hips up, and again, you could either support the hips with the hands, or you could reach the hands around the outside of the ankles and roll the shoulders under, pressing the hips towards the ceiling. Or if you want today, you could either work your way into that posture, or if you have a chair available to you that does not have wheels, if you do have a chair available and you want to practice a supported plow pose, you can reach, so you basically have this mic here, pardon me, so you can hold on to the legs of the chair and you could reach the feet onto the chair. Good. Actively coming into whatever pose feels best. And if you want to do this without the chair, you can as well. Coming up onto the shoulders and releasing the legs up and over. You can support the low back with the hands. And breathing a lot. In whatever posture you find yourself in. And then once you've experienced the posture for a few breaths, just slowly making your way out of the posture, nice and slow. And whether you did that bridge pose or you did the plow pose, we're going to come up on to the elbows and kind of hold our little sweet fleshy parts right at the low back here. And come up onto the elbows and inhale and reach through the crown of the head. You can keep the head looking forward. If you want, you can release the head back if it feels good. Breathing into the front of the body. You can also straighten the legs here if you want to do that. Nice deep breathing. And then once you're coming out of the posture, gently tucking the chin back to the collarbone and then slowly making your way out. Good. And let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Taking a couple nice strong breaths. Good. Let's release the legs straight out from the body. And if you want, you can engage everything. So you lift everything up off the floor, squeeze your face even, and make fists strong, engage legs, take a full breath. And exhale, surrender onto the floor, palms towards the ceiling. Relaxing completely, allow yourself to settle. You can imagine you're floating on a cloud or floating in water. Begin allowing your mind to soften, no longer trying to control your breath, just feeling your breath as it effortlessly moves in and out of the body. Feeling your forehead become smooth and soft and relaxed. Your cheeks soft and supple. If you want, you can imagine that there's warm water or gentle energy and it's just sweeping over your face, releasing any tension out of your face, allowing you to become aware of the subtle experience around your nostrils, how it's slightly cool on the inhale and warm as you exhale. And if you'd like, you can imagine that there's a gentle stream of water or healing energy, and it's moving in through the top of the head, and it's washing any resistance that you have in your mind, in all of the muscles alongside your head, cleansing your thoughts, releasing any resistance out of the patterns of your mind as it washes down all the way to the base of the neck. And then imagine that healing energy is going to wash each vertebrae of your neck, softening the muscles of your neck and your throat, healing any resistance as it moves gently and lovingly. Feeling it sweep over the shoulders and deep into the shoulder joints. Imagine this healing energy is reaching into the bones of the upper arms. And as it reaches, it releases and melts away the muscles, the biceps and the triceps, the deltoids, the thick muscles, creating the upper arms soft and supple, surrendered and released. As it continues to reach and release down the arms, deep into the elbows, soft and supple, surrendered and released. Into the forearms, the bones are settling, muscles soft, surrendered, relaxed. Feeling deep into the wrists, small bones of the wrists, released and relaxed. The palms of the hands, the fingers and fingertips, soft, supple, surrendered and relaxed. Imagine that healing water or energy coming in through the palms of the hands, washing through the arms a second time as you feel it moving through the wrists and the forearms, the elbows and upper arms, and deep into the shoulders. And imagine that it's filling in your chest, releasing any stories in your heart, relaxing, healing the space of your lungs, reaching around your ribs, and healing any challenges that you have in your body as it moves. And you begin to witness your breath, effortlessly moving in and out of the body without changing it. And then begin to feel that energy as it continues the pathway down the spine, washing each vertebrae, each bone of the spine, moving through the upper back, the center of the body, center of the back, and all the way down, deep into the low back. And as it wraps around and heals the internal organs, the stomach, the intestines, liver, all of the organs healed and blessed, nourished. And you feel that gentle energy reaching around deep into the pelvis, healing into the bones, all of the organs, surrendered and relaxed, nourished and healed. Feeling that healing energy move into the upper legs, settling into the bones as all of the thick muscles begin to soften. The thighs releasing and relaxing. Feeling deep into the knees, soft and supple, surrendered and relaxed. Feeling into the lower legs, the shins are settled, calf muscles soft, released. Feeling deep into the ankles, the top of the feet, the toes and the soles of the feet, soft, supple, surrendered and relaxed. Feeling the whole body settled. As you allow your mind to rest, as my voice silences, if you'd like, you could imagine that there's a wave of an ocean coming up over you and pulling away any resistance or challenges that you have within you as it recedes back into Mother Ocean. And allowing your mind, each time if many thoughts start to rise, just watching, just not following any one thought, just accepting and being in the moment. Let's slowly begin wiggling the fingers. You can move the toes, roll the ankles, create any sort of movement to help wake yourself up. If you're in the comfort of your own home, you don't even have to get up right now if you don't want to. But we'll just roll to one side and take a breath or two. And then slowly coming to a seated position. And once you're sitting, just finding your sit bones, lengthening through the crown of the head. We're just going to grab our wrists or our elbows behind us, keeping that nice long spine. Let's gently tuck the chin towards the collarbone. And take some full breaths here. Release. Let's rub the hands together, creating some heat, friction. We'll bring one hand to our heart and one to our abdomen. Taking a couple nice deep breaths, allowing yourself to give some love to your body, appreciation and gratitude. Give thanks for this day, for this life, for this journey and opportunity to evolve and grow. May we walk in faith, love, compassion. May we extend joy and peace into the world. I honor your soul. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. Namaste. And while you're at it, you may as well like, share, and subscribe, pretty please. Thank you so much.